everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to...
Larry, from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL, there's a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up. And on 2nd and 10 now. Let's go! Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Let's go! From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settled for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fresh set of downs here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
They'll drop to throw. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw, Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part. Because now you've given hope to the offense. Maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many. Seven yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He's got time in the pocket. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah, that one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Automatic first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Let's go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost are
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Bridgewater, and he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field. In the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think,
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers defense here getting ready. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because they've got to find a way to help out their offense, whether it's doing it themselves, taking the ball away and scoring, or setting their offense up in a good position to give them a chance to fully be back in this game.
Well, sometimes that defense triggers the offense. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Caught on the right side by Jones. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. First down, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll take it past the 20. to the 28-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. You know,
After review of the play, the right field stands.
well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Holding. Defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get caught.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Touchdown, Vikings! Antonio Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the Vikings defense ready to head back out there now. And the interception, the last time they were out there, ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points they were looking for.
Yeah, set them up pretty, got the touchdown. Now they're back out there defensively.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even if that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief. Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 59 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Receivers work all the time on making sure they catch the ball, haul it into their bodies before they turn and run. A little bit of loss of focus on that play.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the 1st down at the 1-yard line, though. They'll drop the throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. They've sort of epitomized balance. I mean, he's thrown the ball pretty well. They've run the ball well. Got to be pretty happy over on that sideline.
Takes a lot of pressure off, doesn't it? As much as those guys back there want to throw the ball around and be the focal point, when you're able to run it well and hold the defense back from their pass rush, it allows you to throw it as well as we're seeing so far in this game.
Yeah, now they'll be looking to add to their lead here in the second quarter. Brown, the lone receiver, left. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. On third down, Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the...
And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Philip Dorsett on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are back within a score. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Bridgewater on first down. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Finding time. And Rudolph has it left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Second down, Bridgewater. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Bridgewater. It's caught by Treadwell. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. That's one of those long drives where, oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack. And
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And the lead is down to 2. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. 1 play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the I. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete. That was close to a big play and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, 71 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And back out onto the field comes the Packers defense. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. But they have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they'll run it here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence. Because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll set up a throw. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. A very solid gain of 27. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it, some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him. And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. C.J. C.J. Procise, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. We focus our attention on the Green Bay defense as they head out. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
So I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out, gave a little momentum to their offense, and say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. 2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
He's got time. And Rudolph has it left side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. 2nd down, 9 yards to go. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Philip Dorsett, 27 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packer defense getting set to go again. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time out. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Bridgewater surveying the field. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Bridgewater again. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 15 yards on the pickup there, and it'll give the Vikings a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
They run a draw here on second down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Here's Procise. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they said, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for second down. They go play action. Bridgewater. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Third and long for Bridgewater. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, 4th down, Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his... And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
So the hard count gets them there. Neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit them with a hard count, got them to jump. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be second and very short. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense. No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
They'll run with precise. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with precise. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Come on, let's go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go. Grand 38.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Running left. This is Procise. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's
trigger.